First of all, thank you very much for joining us. My name is Carolina Cordeiro. I am a manager in the NextGen team. I will explain a little bit what is the NextGen team. And my team is part of ServiceNow. So yes, before we start, I just wanted to do some housekeeping rules. So please stay on mute. I will have a Q&A after the presentation. The presentation shouldn't be longer than 15 minutes. I know that we are booked for the hour, but the presentation will be around 15 minutes. And then you can unmute yourself, ask questions. If you don't feel comfortable unmuting, you can also type them on the chat. I will check them. This is recorded as I mentioned, and then it will be shared on the ServiceNow community forum after, as well as all the links that will be shared here. So you can always rewatch the recording, have access to the slide deck and the links. After the session ends, you will receive a short survey. It will be great that you feedback us. So yes. I see 2 questions on the chat. Okay. So yeah, I will start with one question before we start. Is how often have you experienced challenge in finding ServiceNow talent in the last 12 months? I put it here, the question that you should have received. Okay, I will share it here. So it says 83% say always, sometimes it's 17%, and never, no one chose that option. So NextGen was actually created to overcome these challenges. So I will have here 3 of the challenges that I know that you might have, and that NextGen will solve it. So the challenge number 1 that we see in our partners and customers is that they're open roles with limited pool of candidates, right? You have roles, and exactly like you mentioned, you have problems in filling people that are ServiceNow-trained and can do the role. The second one is fulfilling your diversity, equity, and inclusion goals. And the challenge number 3 is the ramp-up costs, right? Because you don't have talent, when you hire someone, you will actually have to train and onboard this person to do the job. So what if I tell you that NextGen is here to solve all this challenge? It sounds too good, right? But I will explain. So NextGen is a team that trains different pools of people in the market to be ServiceNow certified. Okay. We have a bootcamp, depending. They are 10 weeks. Normally, there are some bootcamps that are a bit longer and can be 16 weeks if they are part-time. But our bootcamp majority is 10 weeks, full-time, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., where they will be trained in different topics on ServiceNow. I will share the curriculum in a second. So the benefits from hiring from NextGen is that indirectly we will contribute for your diversity, equity, and inclusion goals. We do not have a fee if you recruit from us. So you can just get involved with us, right? There is different ways that you can get involved with us. So the first one is, I'm sorry, my phone is not muted. I will do this. So the first one is to be a speaker in our bootcamps. Like I mentioned, our bootcamps are 10 weeks. In case you want to talk to our students, just to present your companies, like the open roles that might appear in the future, just get in touch. We will be able to do that for you. We can give you like a half an hour to 1 hour slot, and you can just talk to them. You can also deliver professional development session if just talking to them is not enough for you. If you would like, okay, so I would like to talk about topic X that my company is very good, and like this, you can also, like this, you also promote your company, right? At the end of the boot camps, they always have presentations of their projects where you can see what they are able to do, the apps that they normally develop. You can just check and see already potential people that you would like maybe to headhunt. You can also participate in employer days and job fairs. So we actually host them all virtually. So everyone has access to our pool of talents. You don't need actually to go to a physical venue and interview a couple of people. You can participate just, again, by letting us know, interview them, hire them, and everything is hosted virtually. So it wouldn't be a problem for you to join. I would like also to mention that this boot camp, I'm talking now for EMEA, so we are present in London, in UK, in Ireland, Germany. These are the 3 countries that we are very strongly present, but we also have students in Spain, in Italy, Netherlands, Poland. We are expanded to Saudi and South Africa. So it's just a matter of like, if you are interested, you can also let me know, because the program is virtual. We can basically deliver almost everywhere. Okay. So I will do a brief summary of what I just mentioned. So NextGen makes the world of work work better by providing opportunities for all. Something that is very important to mention is that we don't only train people, we train people from disadvantaged communities. So giving you an example, in UK, we have a program for refugees. We are also starting a program for veterans. The same in Germany, we work with refugees. So we give opportunities to all. Okay, so with this, we try to break down the traditional barriers to entry into the ServiceNow ecosystem. So when you hire from NextGen, you will see people from all backgrounds. Some people will not have a university degree, but that will not stop them to be a fantastic system admin or a junior developer. Because with the curriculum that I will show you in the next slide, they really get the feedback that we receive from partners and customers, like they're really prepared to join, even if they would not have, for example, a computer science degree. We try to welcome women returning to work after a long maternity leave, career shifts. So you will see in our cohorts people that maybe they were a journalist before and they are trying to reshift their career. So yes, in our bootcamps, we will empower everyone with the skills of tomorrow. So we give them the ability to change their lives and build a brighter future. So our classes will be delivered also by ServiceNow instructors, for example. So they will have access to the latest technology in terms of ServiceNow. We have the new release, right? Docu. Our students are already speaking about it. So it is really the latest technology that we speak in our boot camps. Whether or not someone has a technical experience, that will not be a blocker to be accepted in NextGen. Like I said, we have some career shifts, right? We have some people that were also hairdresser and now they're working already for a year in one of our partners and already got promoted. So what we want is to close this technical skills gap, because we know that it exists on the ecosystem, exactly like you mentioned. You always have a problem to find someone. So if we want senior people in the future, we actually have to create them now, right? So NextGen will create the junior people that they can join your ServiceNow practice in the future and be seniors. I have just giving you a little story. I have partner of ours that is looking for someone senior already for a year, and And for 1 year, they are looking for this person that has 2 to 3 years of experience. And now they finally decided that they will hire a junior person because they lost 1 year that junior person would be already senior. So that's why I'm always saying, like, in order to have the senior people in the future that I also know you need, we need to first focus on this junior people, put them in the ecosystem and continue ramping them out. So if you want and you're looking for junior people, definitely NextGen is the right answer. I have here the curriculum. Again, you will have access to this. So in order to be a certified system admin, right? You need only to have the ServiceNow fundamentals. As you can see, there are more courses that they do. The first 4 are the ones that are instructor-led, so they will be on the class. The bottom 4 are the ones that will be on demand. They will have a voucher from us. So besides all the costs from training these people, the vouchers are also covered by ServiceNow. Also a certified implementation specialist. So they only have to do these exams. It's up to you and them when they do exam. And also we provide mentorship to all these candidates to make sure that their journey accelerates. This is again a summary. So the challenge number 1 was like open roles. So with ServiceNow, with this bootcamp, what we recommend is these 3 roles: associate system admin, associate developer, junior IT consultant. We have people that do other things that joined. This is that join other roles. This is the most common. For example, we had project managers, we had BA, business analysts. So they can join other roles. It's just like these 3 are the most common ones. Regarding fulfilling your DAI goals, like I said, we work with underrepresented populations. You have here a list of them, like veterans, people of color, Black America, reskilling population. Like I mentioned, in EMEA, we have refugees as well. So yes, this is how we indirectly will help you also with your diversity, equity, and inclusion goals. And the last one, that is ramping up costs. So it can take you months, right, to get employers to get billable hours. We will train them. We will absorb all of that costs, and they will even have their exam vouchers that you will see on the last line. I have here a slide that explains, this is a one slider explaining everything. If you actually want to explain this in the future to any of your colleagues, this is a summary of everything that I said. And like promised that I wouldn't talk more than 10 minutes. What questions do you have? This links you have access. Also, you have access to the presentation. What questions do you have? I can see in the chat already one. I cannot see the chat. Oh.
There's one in the Q&A, Carol. It says, hi, Julie. Julie's calling from Canada. She says, I see a lot about the NextGen program online on LinkedIn, but it seems only geared to the United States. Do you have a NextGen offering for Canada, or can Canadian organizations participate in the NextGen US program?
So I think so we do have programs running in Canada. I can get in touch with you, so how we can do it. You can also get access to the pool of candidates in the US, or people from Canada can participate in the US program. The only trick is that my team, we don't measure ourselves as the people that we train. We measure the people that we employ. So if we would have a pool of candidates from Canada joining the US, because it's virtual, so we just have to pay attention with time zones, right? They will have to fit 2 criteria. The first one is that they are under the population that we serve. And the second one is that they are pre-employed. So if you would like to to put someone is because that person would be employed by you in the future. Then we have Paul. What regions, countries are you operating this program? So we are present in EMEA, US, and APJ. More specific in EMEA, our focus countries. What focus countries means is that we have always ongoing students there, and then when they finish, we try to find them a job. So that will be UK, Ireland, Germany, US, Japan, Australia, New Zealand. This is the ones that our focus countries. However, like I mentioned, we have students in Canada, Poland, Italy, Spain, but it's because they fit our profile as underrepresented community, and they will have aligned already employment because they are not our focus. We have smaller pool of customers and partners there, so they need to be pre-employed. So technically everywhere, but we have focus countries. Okay, Julie said that she would like to find out more. Here that we will be sharing with you is the form. Here is the form where you can put your information, and I will contact you. Me or someone in my team will contact you, and then we can actually have a one-on-one conversation where we can actually clarify everything. So this will be shared in the community. So you just have to click, sign up. I check the form every day. So yes, it was already shared on the chat, I can see. Okay. Do we have more questions? Or I was incredibly clear, or I was incredibly confusing. You're welcome, Julie. Okay, so I will wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining, in being with me for this past 20 minutes. If you have any questions, please fill the form. I think that's the best way for us to be in touch. Myself or someone from my team will get in touch with you. It was really good to have you here with us. And that's it. Thank you very much.